poem is called History. Montserrat, a brave history surrounded and buried by such towering physical beauty, hand-hewn stones a testimony. Her history heard in the wind through the trees, voices echoing in alleyways and church bells calling to celebrate and remember. History ebbing and flowing with fresh waves lapping at the shoreline, with the waxing and waning of every blow, and with the sowing and reaping of every crop. A history so deep, so complicated, recorded in the layers of rich soil that when rain falls releases the sand of all time. A new history came bubbling up with fire and brimstone, and laid new layers and more layers of ash upon the old stories, burying the dead again and scattering the living far and wide. With time, new stories were made in the shadows of the old. New houses were built where there had been none, and fresh land was cultivated where once it lay fallow. Children were born who knew nothing of all this, and looked at the mountain in awe, not understanding yet that their history is written in every cell within them, that they are one with the land. But if they listened, they might hear the voices of ancestors, carried by the wind, telling tales of long ago, when stones were cut by hand and shingles split from logs, and houses were moved by men, not mountains.
My name is Samantha Innes. I won second prize in the adult category MPO competition for 2020, and my poem is entitled A Cry for Help. So here I go. So many wicked politicians come and go, yet we can't open our eyes. The same old lies. They're tirelessly using the volcano's devastation to keep turning this, our lovely island's population, sadly into an unrescuable, uneducated, well-paid country, even though all the clean water is running free. Could you believe the audacity of these political infidels, pretending to be with you when they are committed selves? People relentlessly want to work, but no qualifications. Which persons in position would change the regulations? Technical knowledge needs to be taught in our college. Our island's culture is dying. We need them to acknowledge. A revolt will soon start if this situation is not taken in hand. Heed this timely warning, for if this practice is not disbanded and this island's few natural resources are not endorsed, you will have to call for help from the nation's police force. There are no money circulating to feed the crying. Desperate and deprived people are forced into body selling. Families are hiding. Government keep inheriting the elderly. Our children are lost. What a shame on this our beloved society. So much vacant lands can be seen all around the island, yet no investments or improvements. The place is left to be a wasteland. Come on, politicians and people in power, prove me wrong. Show us that you want not only for yourself, but for all who belong. Sadly, there are unoccupied, unclaimed homes left abandoned. No one brave or crazy enough to claim these properties from the dust. Just imagine having had investment in these unclaimed treasures, only now to watch in vain as these ventures to go never. How painful it must be to endure such catastrophe, to have no one to fight your claims satisfactorily. There are so much the politicians can do to improve lives. Instead, they collect their large sums and pretend ignorance. Yet again, another unpredictable plague called COVID crisis threatens to topple how this unpredictable volcano bites us. Oh, why can't Britain hear all these cries here? Please, can someone...
Hello, my name is Liana Green. I attend the Montserrat Secondary School. I am in Form 1. My poster is called Unrest in Montserrat. It all started when my mom used to tell me stories about how the volcano affected her and her school. They had to move and evacuate into shelters where they were cramped up together. Their school went in shelters, churches, and all different places. People evacuated to new countries because of this volcano. People lost their jobs. This volcano has done so many things to us.
Hi, my name is Randy Benson and this is my poster. I am 11 years old and I attend the MSS school. This is basically theming housing, health and education. As you can see on the poster, it has the before and during the volcano, and it has Montserrat to tell you that this took place in Montserrat. So at the top it has the Glendon Hospital where it had all the equipment that we could have needed, and then we had to move to the St. John's School during because the volcano destroyed it, and then you had the Plymouth Primary where you had all the necessary things that you needed in school, and they had to move into tents where children didn't like, as the child is saying down below, I miss my school and my friends. Then you have a homes when people lost their homes and had to move to shelters, example a church. Then you have a person down here saying, a man, I just finished paying my mortgage. Now I lost my house. So basically that's it. And the woman over here is saying, my child is sick. I need to send him overseas